Hello, we're Carolyn and
Emma, and welcome to Word Witches.
this is our first video. And why are we here? Why are we doing it?
Well, we thought we'd like to give something back to the writing community. We've learnt so much over the years and we'd like to share that with other writers.
Definitely, and we want to show how much fun writing for children can be. Okay, so if you've got any questions or any topics that you want us to cover, if you could email us at Word Witches, you can get in contact through Twitter. There's loads of different ways.
We've devised 8 questions each for each other. Neither of us know what we're about to ask, but we have kept it on a roughly rightly themed
Have we?
theme.
Were we meant to?
Well, kind of. Right then. Am I going first?
Yeah, go on.
Right then. Questions for Carolyn.
Okay.
When did you first start writing or know that you wanted to write?
Okay, it was when I moved here, and writing like seriously with a mind to making it kind of like a career move type of writing. So has got about 6 times more children than me, and she could do it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So then thus started a really creative, supportive friendship. We set up a writing group, a local writing group. We organised an event which Skylark Literary Agency came to. So we've done lots of exciting things.
Well, that's the storm joining us today.
And it sounds like the perfect storm. I was watching that film last night. Anyway, so started writing seriously. Probably the quick answer is like 5 years ago.
Right, moving swiftly on. Do you have a favourite genre to writing?
Yes, I do. I like ghost stories. But any kind of... I write a lot of flash fiction as well, and that tends to be horror and dark stuff and freaky stuff like eating insects. Just like
that's becoming a reality now. And Sainsbury's about to start. I'm not plugging Sainsbury's. I don't work for Sainsbury's. I just read an article that they're stocking edible insects.
Oh, you're joking. Well, they are a protein source that takes up a lot less room than cattle. So it is the future. But yeah, my flash fiction brought it to you first. Anyway.
Yeah.
My favourite genre. Horror for adults, funny for children, what they would say.
Do you have a go-to snack for writing?
Oh, go-to snack for writing.
See, that we ask the tough questions here.
That's really hard because in the last week I've tried to go sugar-free, so my snacks have changed. I probably would say prawn cocktail crisps. Because even though I'm sugar-free, I'm not junk-free.
On a very important one, tea or coffee?
Coffee. Massively.
Tea all the way.
Tea. I have fruit tea or coffee, but always coffee.
Oh, it's always tea for me. And how many books have you written in total?
Ooh.
We have to count on our fingers now.
So, it's a big lesson for a starter writer that the first thing you finish is not your
not
key
usually
thing.
anyway.
Yeah, and it's hard because you love that
sucker.
You love it because you put all your heart and soul in it. You prove to yourself that you could do it, but you've really got to get your head around the fact that it's an ongoing process, and everyone that you complete and do, you learn so much from. So I've probably written like 8, probably properly finished like 4.
It's a massive learning process with each book.
It is. That's why I like flash fiction, because it's short, sweet, and you can. Every word means so much in that little paragraph or whatever that you can really make
because
it.
of the lack of words there, you've got to really make every word count.
Yeah, exactly. It's lovely. Lovely genre.
Oh, and another important question. Plotter or pantser? I think we talked about this a bit already.
We have. If there's nothing I love more than pantsing as far as I can, but I do acknowledge that if you plot, you do save yourself work massively. But pantsing is so fun. Pantsing is like the pure...
Not knowing where you're going.
Yeah, the pure joy of write those characters out, and you can always pants a draft 0 and then plot it together, and If you overplot, I think it's as bad as not plotting
Yeah.
at all. So you've got to keep that flexibility.
Right, and finally, do you have any writing advice or a tip you'd like to share with other writers?
Ooh, this is the whole point that we're doing with Riches, and I would say that there's so much advice that people can give you, and so many tips people can give you, but unless you're disciplined enough to sit down and actually do it, you're not going to get anywhere. So do it.
Just write.
Very good, very good. Okay, so Emma, how long have you been writing?
I have been writing for as long as I could pick up a pen, apparently.
So yeah, age 8, you said, didn't you? See
Yeah.
facts, yeah.
Because I also, my background's in art, so I've been drawing stories all my life as well.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
I'm a very visual person.
Have you ever tried to do like a graphic novel?
I've thought about it and made notes for it, but I've never actually committed to doing it. I think I'm
Yeah.
scared because it's a genre that perhaps I just haven't practiced in, so one to think about.
Definitely. Okay. What is your biggest writing achievement?
Oh gosh. Actually completing a book and then another book and knowing that I can do it because I have done it now.
And getting signed, getting your agent. as
Getting
well.
an agent was huge. That has been my goal for years and years. And obviously I want to publish books as well, but I have had published stories before now.
Yeah.
But getting an agent, and my agent is so lovely and supportive. I can't praise her enough.
Okay. How do you keep going?
Lots of tea, very little sleep. You do need sleep.
This is not any kind of health blog or message.
Just free writing is the thing that keeps me going.
Free writing?
Yeah.
What's free writing?
Just writing anything for any amount of time. What I love to do is just get my notebook out, put pen to paper, and write. I could start with, there is a cushion in the room. What is that cushion like? What's its colour, texture, shape? And then from that, something might emerge. I did actually use a cushion as a writing prompt last year, and I wrote a horror story from it.
Oh, there's nothing more horrifying than a cushion.
A horrifying cushion. Beware the cushions.
How did it become horror? So filled with the bones of a dead pirate?
Suffocation.
Oh.
Then there were pigs involved to dispose of any evidence. I do write for children, but I do like writing horror.
See, this is why we find so much of our writing is so
It
similar.
veers from one extreme
Horror
to the
to
other.
hilarity.
Comedy horror is a very good genre.
Right, how many eggs do you eat per week?
Oh gosh. Well, so I used to be eating eggs almost every day. I'm vegetarian, by the way, so eggs are a good protein source for me. But since having chickens, it's actually put me off eating eggs.
What?
I have started eating eggs again, but I went on a bit of a no eggs when we first had the chicken.
You can't eat their babies.
And it's really upset me, so I can't actually eat the eggs from our own chickens. The rest of the family have no problem with this, but so I'd say only 1 or 2 eggs now a week.
Ah, okay.
Cut right back.
Do you have 3 quick tips for writers?
Right. Just
Yeah.
write. Make sure you just don't overthink. Just do it. Just get words down on the paper or on the laptop, however you write.
It can always be edited, can't it?
Yeah, anything can be edited,
Yeah.
but you can't edit if the words aren't there to edit in the first place.
Yes.
And read a lot, and watch films a lot. I watch a lot of films. It's all looking at the character development. I mean, there's nothing better than a film for just seeing in the first few minutes. It sets up your location, characters, just everything about what is going to. It's all the foreshadowing. Everything that you need for a perfect story will be there. Because again, that's like flash fiction. And the visuals. I love visuals. And get out, go out for walks, go to galleries, go in charity shops.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We'll show you that.
Yeah, just experience things that will influence your writing.
Yeah. Excellent. So what are your favourite films then? Oh, that's the hardest question.
There's so many, but my top favourite is Rear Window, because I love Hitchcock films. But
oldie.
Yeah, I love old films.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the old films, it's not all flash and action and explosions. It relies on the plot, and so one of Hitchcock's films was solely filmed in one room, so it was completely reliant on a very strong plot. And that was a murder one, so very good. But I love my dystopia films.
Okay. What's dystopia? This is a term that we hear for young adult quite a lot.
It's real life.
It's these political times. No, it's like a world that's like ours, but
possibly a future setting, just
horribly
It
gone
seems
wrong.
to always be grim.
Yeah,
so generally grim futures. Hopefully it won't be that grim, but
because like an awesome dystopia is a utopia, isn't it? So they are grim, dark, evil. Hunger Games.
Yeah, Hunger Games, 1984. Big Brother's watching you.
Yeah. Okay, so just checking my questions. What do you love to read?
Oh, everything. At the moment, I'm actually reading Brian Blessed's autobiography.
Oh,
which is so different to others. And I'm going to see Brian Blessed next year at the theatre, so I can't wait for that.
I like his work on Peppa Pig.
That's one of his finest.
Grumpy Rabbit, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. I first discovered him with Flash Gordon in my childhood, so he's been a favourite since then.
None of these references will work if you're under.
Yeah, I am very much showing my age here. But I read anything from, picture books upwards. Yeah. I especially love things that will make me laugh. I read dark fiction still, but I probably read less darker fiction since having my children. And as the older I get, the funnier I need.
It's like children are horrifying and scary enough.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Yeah, my
fiction.
children really are horrifying.
You don't need to read the darkness when you live the darkness.
I want an escape in my fiction. I like to read something very different from my reality, I suppose.
Yeah.
But then that said, I like to read. I love, like the Angus Thongs books, things that are relatable, things that are funny. Noah Grimes stories, Simon James Green.
Yes.
I love it. They make me laugh.
Noah
so
is a fantastic character.
Like a brilliant character. But things that will make me laugh, things that are relatable, and things that make me think back to my childhood and
put you back in that moment of like, remember what it was like,
and being able to. Books are escapism. They can go on any adventure. Things you can't do in real life can happen in between the pages of a book.
I love a choose your own adventure. Still do. They are just classic entertainment, especially for reluctant readers as well.
And the video is going to end.
This is the downside of filming in a room of glass.
Thank you for watching our video, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. I'll put my teeth in for the next one.
Be able to talk.
Well, I can't promise that.
No,
but,
we're gonna go out and about. We're gonna hit the streets. We're gonna hit the pub. All kinds of things to show you what we do when we write.